Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we have news on Season 3 of The Mandalorian, as we just got that 2 days ago. But before we do start, remember, hit the subscribe, like, and notification bell so you're always in the know on everything Star Wars. Make sure to join the channel membership program, and that'll give you the scoop on everything. So click on one of those. There's 3 tiers. Check them out. Make sure to join. And also, when you're done watching this video, go check out my last one. Give it a thumbs up as you watch. Let's start the show. Now, we did get to see Bo-Katan sitting in an empty castle in Season 3 of The Mandalorian, Episode 1, and things are looking rather bleak for Bo-Katan. Now, when Din arrives with Grogu, he does ask about the forces that she intended to use to reclaim the homeworld of Mandalore, and Bo-Katan admits that they all left. With many becoming mercenaries, without the Darksaber, Bo-Katan's authority means very little to her fellow Mandalorians. And despite telling, Din and Grogu to leave her, it's doubtful that Bo's development is over just, because of the one episode. But that being said, it's remarkable that her arc began during the Clone Wars and saw her becoming such a, capable Mandalorian leader has now been unraveled. And it's interesting to see that because naturally the devastated, Bo-Katan is just something of, I guess it's something different. It's something new. It's unknown. And what Bo-Katan's next moves, will be going forward is unknown. And however, she is expected, though, to have an ongoing role in the rest of Season 3. Sackhoff's character, again, with Pedro Pascal's Din, is headed for the ruins of Mandalore to seek redemption, again, for his own and having broken his clan's creed by removing his helmet. Now, the other bigger question is, will Bo-Katan fit into the Mandalorian Season 3 story? And if Din discovers that Mandalore is actually habitable, as we did hear Bo-Katan claim that it's actually not, or it's assumed that it is, Bo-Katan may have to receive a renewed purpose and drive to restore her world. In that same vein, the potential for Bo-Katan to become a rival to Din is a strong possibility, as we have seen it in the trailer. And, they did depict it a little bit different in the trailers, I will say that. I don't know now going forward if they are gonna basically go into combat for the Darksaber, but I will say this though, if Mandalore is habitable the way that, Din perceives it, or he assumes that it is, going back to cleanse himself, I think that opens up the room or Pandora's box, for Bo-Katan to sit there and say, you know what, I want to take the throne of Mandalore. I'm gonna fight you, Din, for that Darksaber. Now, I really don't want to see that happen, to be honest with you, but we know that we are going to be getting a full-out civil war. Or, honestly, there's a lot. I think that with the Imperials, with the Imperial whales that we did see, this might be a setup, or Season 3 might be a setup for potentially the Ahsoka series. That's one of my thoughts that I've been thinking is potentially. I don't know, really, if Bo-Katan's really going to be the, villain in this season. I'm still thinking that we might have Moff Gideon, as we know that we still have to see Dr. Pershing, and we did get to see in one of the images or stills that did come out when the trailer did, was the Star Destroyer for Moff Gideon, as it was on Coruscant. We did a video on that a couple months ago. So I wouldn't be surprised that if going forward, this starts heading in a different direction and it leads towards Moff Gideon's bigger plan. And who knows, there might be some references to Thrawn. There might be some references to things that we've seen in Star Wars Rebels. I wouldn't be surprised if they go that route. But again, I know that this is the story for Mandalore and taking the throne back. Comment down below your thoughts, your theories. Does Bo-Katan become the villain eventually if Din finds out that Mandalore is habitable, and does she come for the Darksaber? Or does the story get twisted and they change it up and it becomes more about Moff Gideon and Dr. Pershing and the cloning aspect, as we know that the Bad Batch has just given us from their latest episode as well. I feel like we might be getting those connections a lot sooner rather than later with the 2 episodes, and I feel like that's why they dropped them both, because I think that the next episode for Mando might be that of Dr. Pershing on Coruscant. So again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. Comment your thoughts, your theories on today's episode, and what you think for the upcoming season is going to be. Remember to hit that subscribe, like, and notification bell, as I'll have another video tomorrow. And remember the Eternal Sith. Then, now, forever. Later, guys.